In our last lesson on #LearnWithLex, we learned about the juridical persons enumerated in Article 44 of the Civil Code. We learned that the state and its political subdivisions are considered persons. We also learned that Congress has the power to create corporations, institutions, and entities for public interest or purposes. Finally, we have a third class of juridical persons in Article 44 of the Civil Code, and these are the corporations, partnerships, and associations for private interest or purpose. In this class, the law grants a personality to the corporation that is completely distinct and separate from the personality of the people who have started, who make up, or who run the corporation, partnership, or association. In tonight's very short lesson, we will look at Article 45 of the Civil Code, the kinds of juridical persons, how their nationality is determined, and the laws that govern corporations in the Philippines. All of this and more coming right up. This episode is brought to you by Dekada! 10 life lessons from 10 years in law school. Sa akdang ito, ako na ang nagkamali na dapa, lumuha at nasaktan para ikaw kapatid ay makatapos sa loob ng 4 o 6 na taon. Think of it as a game guide, a cheat sheet that you can use throughout your law school journey. By purchasing this ebook, you are sowing the seeds of free legal aid for those who fall within the gaps of the law. With your help, we can bring the law to the people and more people to the law. Grab your copy through the link in the description down below. Hi, my name is Lex and welcome to Lex in Motion. In this channel, I'll be helping you build your competence, confidence, and capability in law school. Start today by hitting the subscribe button below. New episodes are posted every Friday. Article 45 of the Civil Code provides that juridical persons mentioned in numbers 1 and 2 of the preceding article are governed by the laws creating or recognizing them. Private corporations are regulated by laws of general application on the subject. Partnerships and associations for private interest or purpose are governed by the provisions of this code concerning partnerships. Article 45 of the Civil Code is very self-explanatory, kapatid. Walang mahirap unawain dito. At kung present ka sa ating lesson last week, ay nasabi ko na rin ang mga rules na ito. In our last lesson, we talked about charters. These are the specific pieces of legislation or laws that create a city, municipality, or a province. Local government units are governed primarily by the law or the charter that creates them. In case of a deficiency of the charter, then we have to apply Republic Act number 7160 or the Local Government Code of the Philippines. The next line of the codal provision tells us that private corporations are regulated by laws of general application on the subject. As I've mentioned in last week's lesson, corporations are governed primarily by Republic Act number 11232 or the Revised Corporation Code. Between and among the individual officers, directors, or stockholders, their relationships are governed by their own rules expressed in their articles of incorporation and their bylaws. These are subject to the approval of the Securities and Exchange Commission. The last line of Article 45 tells us that partnerships and associations for private interest or purpose are governed by the provisions of this code concerning partnerships. Saan ba natin mahahanap ito, kapatid? Mahahanap natin yan sa Title 9 ng Civil Code. Specifically, Article 1767, which tells us about the contract of partnership. One thing I forgot to mention in our last lesson is that all juridical persons are classified as public juridical persons or private juridical persons. Public juridical persons include the state itself and all public corporations such as cities, municipalities, and provinces. Private juridical persons include private corporations, foundations, partnerships, and other associations. Now, let's talk about their nationality. Kung ang mga juridical persons ay may personality o kaya nilang bumili, magbenta o magpaupa ng kanilang mga ari-arian at pwede rin silang magsanla at magpautang, ibig sabihin ay ang batas mismo ay nagtatalaga ng nationality para sa kanila. Now, the general rule, kapatid, is that the nationality of a juridical person is determined by the law of its incorporation. That is the general rule. If a new city is created and chartered by Congress from the territory of two adjacent municipalities or cities, then the new city's nationality is going to be Filipino. It was created by the Philippine Congress from Philippine territory. If the Securities and Exchange Commission issues the appropriate certificate of incorporation upon your corporation made up of all Filipinos with its offices in the Philippines and doing business in the Philippines, then your company is going to be a Filipino corporation. Now let us look at the two exceptions to this rule. The first exception is found under the 1987 Constitution. For a corporation to own and operate public utilities in the Philippines, the requirement is that it must be incorporated in the Philippines. And the 60% of the corporation has to be owned by Filipinos. Isa ito sa mga mainit na topic sa ating ekonomiya, kapatid, dahil maraming nagsasabi na ang policy na ito ay sadyang nakakasakal sa mga gustong mamuhunan dito sa ating bansa. Sa isang banda naman, kung papayagan natin ang mga banyaga na magpatakbo ng mga kumpanya na kung saan damay ang ating likas na yaman gaya ng langis o ng ating mga minahan, ay maaaring mauubos na lang ito ng hindi nakikinabang ang mga Pilipino. Kaya sa ilalim ng ating batas, may mga additional requirements ng citizenship at ownership. Ito ay para tiyakin na tanging mga Pilipino lang ang makakahawak ng mga kritikal o mahahalagang industriya dito sa ating bansa. Second exception, in times of war, the state can pierce the veil of corporate fiction and look into the nationality and citizenship of the stockholders of a corporation. During the Second World War, the government froze the assets of corporations in the Philippines. These companies were incorporated in the Philippines and thus should be considered as Filipino corporations. However, upon a closer inspection, the majority of the shares of stocks of these corporations were actually owned by German nationals. Thus, the government froze their assets because we were then in a state of war against the Axis powers. Last rule, kapatid, commencement of the juridical personality. The rule is that the existence of a juridical person begins on the date of the issuance of the certificate of incorporation or when the bill that creates the juridical person becomes a law. I hope this is clear, kapatid. Short lesson lang tayo this week at mahaba ang susunod dahil doon na natin tatalakayin ang corporate powers ng isang juridical person. To summarize tonight's lesson, number 1, juridical persons are governed primarily by the laws creating them. Private juridical persons are governed by Republic Act number 11232 or the Revised Corporation Code or the Civil Code provisions on partnerships. 2. The juridical personality begins upon the issuance of the certificate of incorporation or when the bill that creates the juridical person becomes a law. 3. The nationality of a juridical person is generally determined by the place of incorporation. The exceptions are public utilities and in times of war. In both instances, the nationality is determined by the place of incorporation and the percentage of ownership. I hope you learned something new today, kapatid. I would like to make 3 announcements before we end. First, there will be a quiz today. Alam ko na matagal na tayong walang quiz dito, pero I need you all to take it and then post your scores in the comments down below. Second, bumunot na ang ating team ng mga lucky winners ng dekada, 10 life lessons from 10 years in law school. Ang mga nakahuhula sa ating guest from last Friday's Law School Storytime with Dean Duca ay sina. Para sa mga nanalo, please take a screenshot of your name and then send me a PM so we can arrange the delivery of your prizes. Congratulations sa inyo and I hope everyone joins the next edition ng Guess the Sketch for Law School Storytime. Next, the Law School Bootcamp is our program to help determine if you are for law school, if law school is for you, or both. For 1 whole week, you will be living the harsh life of a hardworking working law student. You will be immersing into law school for 1 whole week. You will be given long lists of cases for you to research, read, and study. During class, you will be called to recite. You will be graded accordingly. There will also be quizzes, case digests, and essays for you to write, just as you would in law school. We will meet from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. during weeknights, and on the weekends, we'll start our classes from 1 p.m. onwards, just as in law school. The Law School Bootcamp is happening happening this March 14 to 20, 2022. Register today and enjoy a 20% early bird discount through the link in the description down below. If you would like us to continue with our lessons on Intro to Persons, then please let me know by typing yes in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Like and share this video for good law school car mind. I will see you next Friday.